For us, being nominated third year in a row as one of the top agents in Wellington is massive for us. If I'm being honest, as a team, it's really the only award that we truly care about. It's not about selling the most houses, it's not about getting the best sale price, it's genuinely about doing the best for our clients. And it's a reflection that people have chosen us as their agents, gone through that process, which is often a really stressful process, and then come out still liking us at the end and feeling like we did a good job. So yes, it's so important and we're so grateful for it.
Was there a particular moment this year where you felt especially proud of the impact you had on a client?
Yeah, I think we have had, without, I wouldn't share anyone's personal details, but often when people call us in to sell their homes, it's not just your happy, excited first home buyer. Like sometimes you have to take people through the trenches, and that might be a separation, it's a parent passing away, there are a lot of things that just aren't happy things that we help people through. And I think our proudest moments as a team are when we've helped people through that. It's sort of like we have this joke, it's almost like a small intense love affair, like we're right in there, the trenches with you, and we get you through that, you pop out the other side and it's like, okay, well, ka kite. Yeah, so no, I think I know that we make a genuine impact in people's lives and being able to get to that next stage.
Yeah, that's good. What have you learned this year that's helped you grow as an agent?
Do you know what has helped me the most this year grow as an agent has to be, we have an internal team review every single week, and one of the biggest things for our team is we are always reflecting on whether there's any ego. I think real estate can be a very ego-driven industry, and for us as a team it's about staying humble, doing a good job for our clients. We're not the flashiest people by any means. I don't own a Gucci belt, but I've got some hush puppy shoes, like that's pretty flash. But I think at the end of the day, focusing on doing a good job, the results will follow. And we don't get caught up in anyone being number one within our team. It's just making sure we're working cohesively as a team.
What are you most excited about the year ahead?
Oh, I'm excited about the year ahead. This is a really boring answer, but I'm in my mid-30s, so just like stability. We got smashed by COVID. Last year we got smashed by the changes in the LIM reports. We've been smashed by the market. I'm just ready for like a bit of this. Like if I could just have like a straight line, that'd be great.
What was your biggest challenge in the last year?
Our biggest challenge in the last year, I think I touched on that before. Like we've had this like really turbulent 5 years. We've had, I shouldn't say turbulent, I've had 2 children. We've had 2 children, we've taken on 2 new team members. My husband joined us 3 years ago. So it's been really finding our feet as a team and where we fit within the real estate industry. And I feel like we've got that groove. So that will be our, I guess we've had the challenges. So like I say, we're just looking forward to this.
How do you find juggling being one of the Wellington's top agents while also being a parent?
Oh my gosh, how do I find juggling being a parent? I think I'm really lucky. I have an amazing partner and teammate in Aaron. Like he's my husband in real life, well he's my partner, but it counts, I can't be bothered explaining that one. So Aaron is my partner in real life as well as in real estate. So we are able to juggle the kids and our careers. And we have a genuine 50-50 split in that, which is just awesome. So that without him, I would be so stuck. On top of that, I think it's just really reviewing, like each day we make time for the kids, we make sure we're at important things. Drop-offs and pickups are important to us. So if you don't hear from us for a couple of hours, we'll be with our kids. But yeah, that's probably the biggest thing. And I always tell myself, like if women can run countries, I can be a mum and run a real estate team.
What makes your team click that gets so many glowing reviews?
Oh, we're just such a bunch of weirdos. Like, I think Aaron is just like this like patriarchal figure, and he's ex-police, so he's very like serious. And then Caitlin and I are just like, we're Caitlin and I, like we're quirky, it is what it is. And David has just started in our team, so he brings this like, he's probably more on the Aaron scale of things, but we're a good balance. I think in people, you don't just meet me and then work with the team, you work with the entire team. So there's always someone that's able to speak to you. Everyone's on board, everything. So yeah, we just work well as a team.
What motivates you on the challenging days?
What motivates me on the challenging days? My whānau, for sure. And then knowing that I might be in a challenging spot, but again, it's just helping people through that process. And people may not always like it. Like I'm not always the good news fairy. As much as we give happy news, we also give hard news and have to walk people through difficult situations. So it helps me to know that we have the expertise to be able to do that, and people have that faith and trust in us to pull them through that. I will always remember, it's not this year or the last year or the year before, but we sold a house for a woman once, and we weren't even her first pick on agent. We were actually the second agent that she worked through. And she came into the market, she lost her husband. It was an incredibly difficult time. And for whatever reason, like, this whare just would not sell. And I guess we really had to go through that process with her. So it was the grief process as well as selling the home and her moving. And we're still good friends to this day. Hi, Nonna. So I think that was probably one that will always stick with me. Yeah.
What has been your worst review?
My worst review, it's pretty consistent. I've had 3 4-stars. And they stick with me every time. No, I'm kidding. But the first time I ever got less than a 5-star was someone saying that I was too positive in a hard market. I was like, oh, okay. I don't really know how to turn myself down. That's just who I am.
Yeah.
But, yeah.